What is going on, everyone? Today is Monday, May 7th, 2018. Hope everyone's having a great day. We're going to jump into this article really quickly regarding Ethereum and a supposed SEC meeting, which was apparently supposed to take place today, according to the Wall Street Journal. However, that is not the case. Basically, what it was about, it was an SEC meeting, hearing that was supposed to determine whether or not Ethereum would be classified as a security or not. And based on that, it could have long-lasting effects, specifically for Ethereum. Potentially, it could affect how the cryptocurrency market could be regulated in the future as well, because other cryptocurrencies do kind of fall under the same type of criteria and have done the same things that Ethereum originally did. I think it goes without saying Ethereum is not classified as a security anymore, but it's possible that it could have been classified earlier on in its life. But anyway, this article was posted by the wallstreetjournal.com on May 1st. And they even gave a date that an SEC hearing was supposed to happen on May 7th, which is today. But if you go on the SEC website, essentially it's been clarified that that's not the case. And basically, this article does make some points, but right here it says a working group of regulators, including senior SEC and CFTC officials, are scheduled to discuss the matter on May 7th, one of the people said. So their source is one of the people. But yeah, I guess it did not happen. Second, I just wanted to read this very beginning of this article that was posted today by JP Buntinks on themerkle.com. As is always the case when most cryptocurrencies start to regain a lot of value in quick succession, a dip seems inevitable. It is not uncommon for currencies to lose anywhere from 3 to 12% after 2 weeks of solid upward momentum. This past weekend illustrated that point perfectly, as most currencies are down on such percentiles. Litecoin's price, for example, lost just 5%, but is still a bit of a setback for short-term speculators. So basically the reason I just wanted to cover that is because after we do see momentum in the market and we see price increase, it should go without saying that you should expect a pullback. Myself, as well as like 5 or 6 other cryptocurrency YouTube channels that I follow regarding like technical analysis and just like basic charting and everything, even said the same thing really. So it's kind of getting a little predictable when we're even going to switch trends for a day or two at a time. I don't think anybody can really predict the next time Litecoin's going to hit 300 to the day or anything like that, but I think some of this stuff is kind of predictable, basically. So if we go on a nice run for a few days, it's probably likely that we'll have a slight retracement or pullback, just as a general rule of thumb, and I think that's important to keep in mind. So really, if you see a cryptocurrency you really like go on a 3, 4, 5 day run, probably don't buy on the 5th day of that run, because most likely it'll come down a little bit rather shortly. And if not right away, it most likely will come back down at some point. That's just how these markets tend to move, really. So if we look at the overall global market cap, we lost about $35 billion in valuation since Saturday, May 5th, so 2 days ago. We were at about 470 billion, now we're at about 435, so about $35 billion has left the market, all across the board as well. It's really just being influenced, and is the case for every cryptocurrency. Not any particular cryptocurrency is really diving right now. We have Bitcoin down about 2%, Litecoin down about 3%, Bitcoin Cash down about 5% after that insane run that Bitcoin Cash had over the weekend. But yeah, so just my thoughts on this. Necessary, healthy, predictable. This is just how the market tends to move. Get a few days of gains, get a few days of retracements, especially in this bull trend we've been in. We've been doing extremely well, so seeing it pull back to this is not a bad sign to me at all. And really, if you just want to take a look on the 4 hour for Litecoin, we were in this channel here all the way beginning on April 12th, and then we broke down and out of it about 2 weeks after that on April 25th. And we're trading in a channel kind of underneath that, but still an upward trend here, as you can see. But yeah, basically on May 5th, we were kind of touching the top of it. We weren't really able to get back into it, and now we're kind of trading at the bottom of this second channel here. Bitcoin, on the other hand, still in this overall pretty bullish channel here. $10,000 was basically that resistance on Saturday, May 5th, that we weren't able to get over. I think we touched all the way. We just zoom in here. Oh, we actually... 9,996 basically, yeah. So if we just zoom out for Bitcoin, it's still a pretty good trend. We're still on an upward trend here. Nothing really to be concerned about. It's still looking good. Just one of those down days, which are much needed. Overall, still an uptrend, still looking good, still very optimistic on everything we're seeing. Again, like I said, I really think 500 billion right about here is the key point. 500 billion in the global market cap is the key point to really kick things off here. But thank you for coming by. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving a like, as well as subscribing to the channel. Yeah, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, love to hear feedback, and love to hear what you guys are feeling in the market. My sentiment right now, it's looking pretty good, just having one of those days where we could potentially, accumulate a little more on the way up, because I do think overall we're still on an uptrend. But yeah, thanks for coming by.